I, 23, caught my boyfriend, 18 meters, having sex with my little sister, 17. Removed. This is so clearly fake. How are people this sick? Girl, please. Refer back at this article in 5 years and you'll realize how completely foolish the entire situation is. Exactly. Like she's 23. Her BF is 18 and her sister is 17. And they go to the same school? She didn't know for months that her boyfriend and sister went to the same school? Question mark. Everything about this situation is ducked up. Why are you 23 and dating a high schooler? That's two separate questions. She can't help being 23. Her choices in relationships are just plain wrong though. That took me a minute to get the joke, lol. This is all messed up, but you're an adult dating a high schooler. He's not matured and probably relates more to your sister than you. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but isn't he an adult now? Has 18. That makes him an adult? It might be different things in different countries. Also op is 23 over 2 plus 7 is 18. 5 years. It's extremely wrong for op to be dating him. Has too young. Yeah, when you go to 18 years old you don't know how to be an adult. It's not like 18 years means automatically adults. Age gap aside, your sister breached your trust and it'll be a while before you recover. Take this time to focus on yourself. Yeah, she should focus on herself and how to not ducking date high schoolers. You're way too old to be dating that boy. Let's start there. As far as I'm concerned, I can't take anything else in the rest of the post seriously. BCY, are you dating someone in high school? Very predatory, and the fact that you would kick your underage sister out is sad. An adult old enough to be out of college, started dating a high schooler, apostrophe, and the rest doesn't matter. Don't feel sorry for you even a little. Not just someone in high school, but someone who doesn't even speak English very well. What on earth do they talk about? They talk so little that she didn't even know that he and her sister went to the same HS. If this isn't fake, I can't even comprehend the decision making. If she was a guy / the roles were reversed, this thread would get buried. A 23-year-old guy dating a girl in high school who doesn't even speak the same language? Creepy as duck. Creepy. Gross and creepy, the whole fake story. Sorry this happened to you. But then again, you're dating a high schooler 5 years your junior, which is pretty ducked up. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. Him calling BS on this. Like you just made it up for attention. But should it be real? You are a freaking adult dating a teenage boy. Imagine if the genders were reversed, how dark that would sound. No shit. One side is going to be more immature. You are 6 years older than him, like WTF dude. Yeah. Not only is she dating a teenager, but he apparently doesn't speak English very well either. It sounds like she's using him as a boy toy of some kind, lol. It has some of the hallmarks of an abusive relationship too, TBH. And she is pissed that he realized what was happening and didn't react how she wanted. It's not the fact that he is 5 years younger than you. It's that he is still in high school. He's nowhere near finished growing up. You all have some growing up to do. You were only together for 4 months. So it's not like you really wasted time. As for your sister, she knows what she did was wrong. And regardless of the circumstances, you have a right to be mad at her. Are you gonna explain why you're 23 and dating a high schooler? Question mark. Cause that's really the only thing I care about here. Man, I gotta hope this is a troll post. Because the thought of a 23-year-old woman dating an 18-year-old boy and seeing nothing wrong with it is ducked, lol. I just stopped reading as soon as I read the ages. Girl please. Girl please is exactly my reaction. But to be fair, I started dating my BF when I was 18 and he was 24, so who am I to judge? Though I do believe guys are about 2 years behind in development, effectively making 18-year-old 16 in the head, so yeah. Don't see the appeal and still don't take my peers seriously even at 20. Edit. At least I wasn't in high school, but my first year of uni. Your BF is a creep. This can't possibly be a real story. Bro, I'm 21 and won't date an 18y/OTBH. Hope this is fake, because this is a whole lot of nonsense. Yikes. Imagine dating a high schooler when, theoretically, at your age you could be done with college and in career. I was once Ops age. I went into a local shop, and there was a really fit young lad working the till. He was very charming, and looked like he was in his early 20s like myself. He asked me for my phone number. I asked him for his age. He said he was 18, and I noped out of there. You see, people with brains, like you, would rightly nope out of there the moment they found out. Whenever I see an age gap relationship with a teenager, the older person always goes we lines ident no until a feature! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Like so you still nobody. Still no. And still gross. How did you and your now ex met? I'm going to give you some advice without being too judgy. As a 23-yo expecting anything more from an 18-yo is similar to expecting to win the lottery without getting a ticket. High schoolers' version of a relationship is a joke compared to adult relationships, and I assume that is what you were probably hoping for. Age might just be a number, but maturity is a whole other beast. It seems thought there is more to the issue than just the age. Sure, he should have told you he wasn't interested in you, but it seems like he could based off the language barrier, and with your sister being able to converse with him easier, I don't doubt the reason he felt for her over you. And finally, your sister is a straight up cunt. She played you both, and sure your ex-BF shouldn't have slept with her, but she knew what she was doing. It sounds like you have some work to do when it comes to the relationship you have with your sister. I'm a 26 female and my younger sister is 24. We have a great relationship, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be the person I'm today. In times like these where ex-BF ducks up, you're gonna want your sister on your side. Trust me. Remind me of that meme with the bicycle and stick. Oh noes, how could this happen? Exclamation mark. Question mark. Exclamation mark. A teenage boy and a teenage girl alone together. What did you think was going to happen? You are a 23 years old grown woman. Why are you dating an 18-year-old high schooler? Stop painting us teenagers as if we had no conscience and we were idiots who only think about sex. Maybe that was you in your adolescence, but most of us would never do this to our sisters/brothers. I agree. Also, what the duck do you think all teenagers or people in general just see each other and want to duck? You're 23. What on earth are you doing dating someone in high school? That's super creepy. What your sister did was also wrong, but if you've been dating an actual adult it probably wouldn't have happened. It's one thing to cheat, but it's another thing to cheat with someone's family member, and a whole other thing to do it in their home while they're there, asleep. Maybe one day your sister will be able to repair some of the damage she's done, but don't even give the dude a chance. You did the right thing. Block him. If you're over 21, don't be dating people younger than 20. It's only natural to be hurt, especially when you're betrayed by two people and one of them is in your immediate family. Sounds like you responded appropriately. You may want to date older men going forward. Most guys in their teens and early 20s are not ready to be in exclusive relationships or settle down. They have short attention spans. Not many people at age 18 meet their soulmate and spend the next 60 to 70 years living happily ever after. Nevertheless, age is no valid excuse for being a liar or a cheater. It just helps to be able to put things in perspective and adjust our expectations accordingly. Boyfriends will come and go, but at some point you're going to need to forgive your sister. It doesn't mean you have to trust her around your future boyfriends or husband. It just means you can socialize with each other during holidays, family gatherings, and be an auntie to each other's future children. Most 17-year-old kids are going to do stupid things without thinking. They allow impulsive connections and happenstance to dictate their choices in life. Essentially, all that matters to a teenager is right now. They can't see beyond right now. Give yourself a few months to cool off. My hope is you know your ex wasn't your soulmate. In order for him to have been the one, he would have had to see you as being the one. At the very least, a soulmate is someone who is loyal to you. An 18-year-old guy has a lot of growing up to do, and school is out for you by age 23. Life is too short to be trying to change water into wine. The goal is to find someone who already is what you want in a mate. Never love anyone who treats you like you're ordinary. Oscar Wilde. Okay, this one cracked me up. That Mexican boy pulled both of you and will forget about it within a week while your relationship with your sister is ruined. I guess now you know you should date people your own age and leave high schoolers to high schoolers. I could talk about how there is a huge age difference. Make you think back to 18 and how you acted as an 18-year-old. How there's an age gap and a gap in maturity. But really what I want to know is how long you have been dating this child and if he was 18 when you started dating. Just because they're legal doesn't mean you should date them. This is just gross. I would tell you the same if the genders were reversed. Don't date children. Take this as a lesson. Learn and date an adult next time. Another fake post. Same story was posted a few months ago. Hey, some writing tips. This is very factual RN. I think you're not really passing the confused vibes properly. It's too uncontrolled. It needs to be all over the place. Title wise quite good. That's what's got the views. Catchy. Also there's no actual dilemma as of such. It's a cut or dry case. Story wise I'd say you could do a bit better but good attempt. GL with your next attempt. Also, quick point out you forgot the human element a lot. You need to show the feelings more than the actions. I was devastated. Felt like a bad nightmare, etc. All these help give the feel of the story better. Nyways. Man, duck both of them. I'm so sorry that happened to you. If you want a mature man you are not likely to find it in a boy still going to high school. I'm sorry they both betrayed you. Good for you for telling your sister to find somewhere else to live and breaking up with him. You deserve better, both from a boyfriend and from your sister. It sounds like you know your worth though, and that is a great place to start. Don't give in to either of them. I probably wouldn't trust my sister around any of my partners for a long time. Maybe this happened because you're a predator. Stay away from high school kids when you're old enough to be graduated from college. You're disgusting. Look, I think anyone who has two brain cells to rub together knows elementary high school is literally just daycare for bigger kids. Kids being the operative word. Wanna know how I know I was still a kid at 18? Because I thought the day I turned 18 I was an adult and no longer needed to respect my parents' rules. Well over a decade later, it's hilariously obvious how childish that thought was. And if your 18-year-old was so mature and such an adult, is that why he acted exactly like a teenage boy and just banged the most willing thing within reach? Gosh, I have 3 sisters and would never think of messing with one of their ex-boyfriends or even a crush. That's one thing you don't do. You have all the right to be angry and betrayed your sister should know better. Hang in there. The heat of the moment is no excuse. She knew what she was doing. She hoped you'd never find out. Stand strong. You made the right choice. Thank you. She got exactly what she deserves. I'm just curious, how many sleepless nights do you think she had? Worried about your emotional state of mind and your well-being after she ducked your ex. How many sleepless nights do you suppose she had? I'm willing to bet the answer is probably none. And that would be because she was just way too busy ducking your boyfriend to give a rat's ass about how her sleazy behavior affected you or your future. Don't waste too much time worrying about someone who refused to show you the same amount of respect most of us show the common dung beetle. I know I'm torn. Her boyfriend sounds like he should be dating her sister as far as age and mentally wise. When you think about it like that you probably would realize this was inevitable. You shouldn't be dating someone that's still in high school first of all. However, they are both more than old enough to realize that's completely ducked up. Why are you cradle robbing a high schooler? Why do you sound more upset, e.g. slut shaming, kicking her out at your sister than your boyfriend? You guys all need therapy after this. I was upset at both. But my sister is closer than a boyfriend, so for my own sibling to do that to me, yeah, I'm gonna be more pissed. You have every right to be mad, but you slut shamed only your sister when your so-called BF was also the culprit. Your sister is still a minor. She may be confused of her own emotions being around your BF. IDK what their relationship was like before this. But I don't think this came out of nowhere. I would talk to your sister to see what her side of the story is. Something is wrong with this story if you didn't even know they go to the same school until a couple of weeks ago. Question mark? You shouldn't be dating a guy that young. I'm 24 and that grossed me out. I agree they're ducked up too, but WTH. Sorry this happened to you. Be hurt. But don't be confused. Neither of them are worth wasting any more thought on. Your sister is wrong for betraying you, but why are you a dating teenage boy in high school? Here's a peer of your sister. That's way too young for you at 23. The typical age one has already left college. You're a working adult, not a teenager living with a guardian. She's an age appropriate partner for your ex. So, an adult is dating a high schooler. The two high schoolers are having sex. And the adult is mad. Like you wanna know how you know you're too old for him? You fell asleep on the couch watching a movie with your boyfriend like a grandma. Jesus. Dude. If you're over 21, and they have teen in their age, and you're pursuing it, you're a creep. 22 and 19 maximum emo. Welcome to what most men also experience. Hurtful yes. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.